Hi, Cindy Appleman here, part of the Appleman Group, and as promised, the interview with the owners of Orlando's in Muncy, Pennsylvania. Let's go on in.
So this is Matt Noviello. He is pretty much runs the restaurant here at Orlando's in Muncy, and we're just sitting down here with him. We're just going to ask him a few questions. So Matt, how long has Orly's been in business?
We've been here since 1962. 1962, yes. My father started it as a small sandwich shop in a small building on North Main Street. That was our first location. And then he moved to Water Street, and he bought this building in 1980. So we've been in this location since 1980.
1980. Yeah. That's long ago, dude. Holy cow, that's crazy. So who started the business? I'm assuming it's your dad.
Yes, my father started it, and he originally started with his sister, but she was only there for a little bit.
Okay.
And then he had 7 children, and at some point, all of us have worked in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm the owner now, and I run it with my sister Nicole.
Nice, man. Nice. How have things been going since you guys took over the business?
It's good. It's a lot of work, and having Nicole here is a big help. She helps me run the day-to-day operations, and she makes all the pasta, manages the front of the house, takes care of a lot of problems that I don't have to worry about.
Hey, that's good when you don't have to worry about all the problems. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have a family involved.
Oh, for sure, man. Plus, you already have that close bond of like being a family, so you can be open and honest with each other about all that stuff.
Yeah, but it's family and things happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're good. We have a lot of good times here, so it's good.
So who is the head chef of this establishment?
Currently, the head chef is Andrew Knott. He's
Okay.
been here for a few years, and he's doing a great job. Really enjoy having him here. He takes his job seriously. He likes to get a little creative. I give him a lot of leeway with specials, and I like to stay a little hands off and give him room to be very creative.
Yeah, give him the reins for a little bit. Do you guys have like a specialty dish that like this is the thing to eat here at Orly's?
Well, everything's good.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But I think our homemade pastas are pretty good. My sister makes all the ravioli and lasagna and homemade gnocchi, and all the chicken entrees are a big hit.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of chicken. Jersey seafood specials always go over well. So there's a lot of things.
Everything is delicious too. I can vouch for that. How many employees do you currently have here working?
We average around 20 to 25 employees, depending on holidays and stuff. A lot of them are part-time, for servers and bartenders, but we have a good core of full-time employees as well. But we average about 20 employees.
Nice. So what other things do you do besides like the restaurant? Like, do you guys cater? Do you host parties? What other sort of things?
We do a lot of catering. The restaurant can seat anywhere from 100 to 160 people. We have 3 different dining rooms. Our main banquet room holds 50 to 60 people. We do a lot of birthday parties, showers, rehearsal dinners. We also cater off-premise. We do large weddings. I've done events anywhere from 20 people up to 1,000 people. So we can pretty much handle anything that people are looking for, from private parties to corporate events.
Nice. So how long does it take to like prep for something like that? Like if you're gonna cater an event with 1,000 people, like what goes into that?
Usually events that large are a few months in the making between just the planning. Groups that large pretty much need the whole staff on deck. So we're working pretty much 7 days ahead of time to start getting things around. But you can only make the food the day of. So it's a lot of work. I've done jobs where I was pretty much started 24 hours before.
Just cooking all day. And all night. That's crazy. So if somebody wanted to like call you guys to cater an event or book something here, like how would they do that?
Well, they can reach us. You can either call the restaurant or you can reach us on our website, orlandosmuncy.com. There's a contact page that you can reach out to us. But usually I say I like to talk to people in person, but you can do the website too. It's just, and then we reach back out once
Yeah.
we get their information.
Yeah, I'd imagine that like talking to somebody in person would be a lot better. You're able to like get on the same page for like planning for events. and
Yeah,
what
it's
you want
good
and
to
everything.
email menus and stuff, but if you're just emailing or texting, there's so many questions that it's just easier to hash out in a phone call.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Totally understand that. What's something that you would like people to know about Orlando's here in Muncy?
well, that we're a family restaurant. We're not, necessarily fine dining by any means. We're available to the entire public. Very kid friendly, and we are, we're also available for catering on off days that we're not open. Our hours are Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
Tuesday through Friday, we're open for lunch at 11, and we serve dinner till 9 o'clock.
All right.
And then Saturdays, we're only open for dinner service from 4 to 9.
Okay.
But if people are looking for private events on Sundays or Mondays, we also do that as well.
Matt, thank you so much for the interview. Matt Noviello,
You're
Orleans and Muncy, here with Chris Covert, the longest standing employee of Orleans and Muncy, and she's also my wonderful, amazing, beautiful grandmother who I love more than anybody in the entire world. So, hi Chris.
Hi, honey.
I feel weird saying that, not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Okay, so you've been an employee here for 42 years.
Correct. Well,
How-
almost 42.
Almost 42
Be
years.
42 in May,
That's crazy awesome.
if I live that long.
You'll be fine. So, what have been some changes that you have experienced while working here for the last almost 42 years?
Lots of changes, actually, because when I first came to work here, it was a sub shop, and it employed, mostly in the nighttime, it employed teenage girls from high school.
Wow.
So I got to work with them and oversee them.
Yeah.
So Orly could spend some more time at home with his family. So, and then I've seen many changes as far as the decor goes.
Yeah.
Many, many changes. And the kitchen's been moved. The deli was added. The bar was added. When I came to work, there was nothing out here where the bar was.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's lots of changes, and lots of changes in employees, some that I do remember, some that I don't remember. But yeah, lots of changes. It's been good.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So, what has it been like for you working for Orly's for that long? Like, why have you been here for 42 years?
Well, I love what I do.
Yeah.
I love being a server. I like being with people, and it's on a short basis, like, just,
Yeah.
but I still got to know people who will come in every day, learning their orders, knowing them by what they order.
Yeah.
But it's also nice to live, being with the family, Orly's family. They became my family became their family.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's kind of a cool thing, and it's close to my home, and I just love being here.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. An inspiration to all.
Oh,
So, in your own words, what do you think makes this restaurant so unique and different from other restaurants in the area?
goodness. Well, the food is awesome.
I totally agree with that.
The subs are awesome.
I agree with that.
Working for the Noviellos has been great. They're very nice people, very down-home people. They care about their employees. They care about everyone. So it's just been, I think it's because they care about people. It's not just, we got to make money to get out of here. It's like we actually care about people and who they are and what they do and how they feel. And I don't know. It's just
Very family oriented.
very family oriented.
It's awesome. It's wonderful. So, what is your favorite thing about working here?
My favorite thing about working here is it's very familiar.
Yeah. Right.
There's no stress there,
Yeah.
so it's just, it gives me an opportunity to be around people and to get to know people and serve them. I like serving people.
It's awesome. I personally already know what your customers would say about you because you're the greatest person in the entire world. But what do you think your customers would say about you? The people that you have served over the years.
I really don't have any idea.
No.
No idea whatsoever. A couple people have said, "You are Orly's," which it's not.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but it's funny. Some of them, I'm their favorite server. Some of them, I don't know. I've never heard anything really bad about my service.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been things said,
Yeah, I'm sure.
but I've never heard it. So anyway, I don't know what they would say. I love people. I love everyone that works here. So I don't know.
Thanks, Grammy, for the interview. Super cool to see your perspective on, what it's been like working here and, why you love working here. And thank you so much. And
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you, honey.
All right, I'm here with Nicole Noviello, the pasta maker and the dessert maker and the whole, home sweet home cooking that holds together this restaurant. She also helps out with a lot of stuff with the restaurant as well. She's part of the family that owns the restaurant. And we're just going to ask her some questions now. Nicole, Matt was saying earlier that, you make the pastas and you make some desserts and cakes and stuff like that. How long has it taken you to perfect like making pasta for this amazing restaurant?
I don't know, a couple years, I guess. I worked with my dad
Okay.
for probably 3 to 4 years side by side.
Oh, cool.
And then he was done, so.
Now, is there like a secret recipe or a secret thing that you guys do with the pasta to make it so amazing and, stuff like
I don't think it's a secret recipe.
that?
It's a, pasta recipe that
Okay.
I don't know where it came from, whether my dad made it up or if it was his sisters or it was
Okay.
his family's. It's just been the same ingredients for
Forever.
60 years that I know of.
So you guys also make like pasta sauce and your own like hoagie oil and Italian oil
Yep.
dressing, right? So like, has that also been here since you guys opened the restaurant? Or?
So the sauce, I think, developed as we opened the restaurant.
Okay.
It's definitely a little different than what we grew up with.
Okay.
The oil, my father and I believe his sister came up with when he was in his first restaurant, and that has not changed since.
And they are delicious, by the way. I'll just vouch for that. Best pasta sauce, best hoagie oil / Italian dressing I've ever had in my entire life. And you can come pick up a bottle here today. So what stuff do you do around the restaurant?
Well, I make the pasta.
Yeah?
I make the biscotti and cakes. I'm the general manager, so I basically run the front of the house
Okay.
and do the time cards, the
Yeah.
books.
Cool.
Sometimes pitch in, on the floor.
Yeah. So you're running the front end of the restaurant.
Yes.
Okay. So I asked this to Matt earlier, and I am also interested to see what you have to say. So what do you want the public to know about this restaurant?
Well, we've been here for a very long time. Food is important to us. It's something that we've, our memories growing up,
Yeah.
a lot of them have to do with food, conversations and music. So
Yeah.
we try to incorporate all of that into the restaurant. Big family.
Yeah. Very family-oriented
We
restaurant.
love each other. We work side by side, and for 60 years, for all of us to be here, and we all still get along. I think that's a pretty great thing.
That just means that love is at the front of everything involved in this restaurant.
Yeah, and we're a vocal family, so it doesn't always sound that way.
Yeah, right.
But at the end of the day, we love each other. We work hard. We love our customers. We're here because we love the job.
Absolutely. So this restaurant's been here for a long time, and it's very family-oriented, very involved in the community. So what are like the core values of your restaurant?
Faith, food, and fun.
Faith, food, fun. The 3 Fs. What was your dad's philosophy? Obviously, over the years, you guys took over for him, and that's amazing. Still family-oriented. What was your dad's philosophy when he, was still working here at the restaurant?
I would say probably that he wanted a place that you felt like you were a part of the family.
Yeah.
Being a man of faith, so he definitely wanted to incorporate all of that with his food. And people would say that he likes to talk, So the philosophy part of it is, you know, giving a little bit of his wisdom down through the years,
Yeah.
things he's learned, and he likes to let people know that
Yeah, heck yeah.
in a good way. He's a storyteller. He likes
He likes to pass down his experience and his wisdom.
Experience and his wisdom, yes. Bread, grapes, and philosophy. Bread, grapes, and philosophy. Bread, because you need bread to live. Grapes, because, well, being Italian, wine, I guess. And philosophy is he wanted a place where people could talk, to exchange ideas over food and a glass of wine.
All right, Nicole, thank you so much for the interview. It's been a pleasure doing this interview with you. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll be in here again to see my grandmother and enjoy some delicious subs and pasta. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So that concludes our interviews here with the owners and the family of Orlando's and the longest standing employee, my amazing grandmother, Chris Covert. It's Saturday night here, and as you can see, it's absolutely slammed. So come on down here to Orleans and Muncy to try some amazing homemade food and wonderful atmosphere in a family-oriented restaurant.